Have you ever found yourself at a turning point in life, feeling as though every decision and action is influenced by forces outside your control? Today, we'll delve into a concept that could be the key to living a life filled with genuine freedom and purpose. Picture for a moment a life where your responses, emotions, and choices are no longer dictated by external events. A life where you navigate through the rough seas of daily challenges with confidence and composure. This isn't just a far-off fantasy. It's a concrete reality that some of the greatest thinkers in history have not only explored, but embraced. Today, we're peeling back the layers of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers more than just wisdom. It provides a practical roadmap to achieving serenity and strength in our modern world. Join me as we embark on this transformative journey together, discovering how to elevate the ordinary into the extraordinary and lead a life filled with greater clarity, calm, and control. If you're ready to take this path of self-discovery and empowerment, let's begin. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with friends who could use this message. Stick around until the end to fully embrace this transformative experience. Epictetus, a key figure in Stoicism, introduced a profound idea known as the dichotomy of control. He urged us to direct our energy toward what we can influence, our actions, intentions, and responses. This Stoic principle is crucial for navigating life's uncertainties with calm and composure. It's based on the recognition that while many aspects of life, such as other people's actions and external events, are beyond our control, how we react to them is entirely up to us. Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This viewpoint is empowering because it shifts our focus from futile attempts to control the uncontrollable to mastering what lies within our personal domain. It emphasizes the importance of internal control over external circumstances, guiding us to invest our efforts where they truly matter. This lesson harmonizes with broader philosophical and psychological insights, reminding us where our true power lies. For example, Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, emphasized the significance of self-awareness and personal responsibility. He believed that understanding our inner world is essential for effectively navigating the external one. This perspective aligns with the Stoic belief that true mastery begins from within. Similarly, Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, or flourishing, echoes this idea. He argued that living a good life involves acting in accordance with virtue and reason, concentrating on what we can control, our moral character and choices. Even Socrates, with his relentless quest for wisdom, highlighted the importance of focusing on what lies within our control. His method of questioning everything aimed to illuminate what is within our power to change and what is not. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of going with the natural flow of events, a concept deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. He believed that embracing both the favorable and unfavorable aspects of life is not an act of surrender, but a practice of profound understanding and harmony with the world around us, with the natural rhythms of life. Aurelius wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" This viewpoint emphasizes the importance of recognizing that life is a rich tapestry of diverse experiences and that accepting this reality is key to achieving inner peace. It acknowledges that life, in its very essence, is a blend of change and stability, joy and sorrow, success and failure. This Stoic approach to acceptance resonates with broader philosophical and psychological concepts. For instance, Carl Jung's idea of individuation involves integrating the different aspects of the self, which includes accepting the various facets of life and our responses to them. It's about achieving balance within oneself, reflecting the Stoic ideal of aligning with the natural flow of life. Similarly, Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, the desirable middle ground between two extremes, can be applied to the idea of acceptance. It's about finding a balance between resistance and surrender, recognizing that the virtuous path often lies in embracing the middle way, where we neither fight against the inevitable nor passively yield to it. Accepting what we cannot change while striving to improve what we can. Plato, through his dialogues, often delved into the idea of accepting the reality of our world, including its imperfections. This philosophical stance encourages us to embrace the world as it is, rather than as we might wish it to be. Similarly, Socrates, through his method of inquiry, touched upon the concept of acceptance. His relentless questioning led to a deeper understanding and acceptance of life's truths, fostering a form of wisdom that embraces the world in all its complexity. Seneca's teachings stand as a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, guiding us to recognize that true contentment and peace are not found in the relentless pursuit of more, but in appreciating and valuing what we already have. Seneca eloquently stated, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This profound insight encapsulates the Stoic perspective on desires and contentment. The philosophy suggests that unchecked desires can trap us in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction, whereas contentment comes from recognizing and valuing the abundance in our present circumstances. And turmoil, as the pursuit of material wealth and external pleasures, often brings only a fleeting sense of happiness, which quickly fades, leaving behind an insatiable hunger for more. This Stoic principle aligns with the teachings of other great philosophers and psychologists. For instance, Aristotle's concept of the golden mean advocates for a balanced life, warning against the dangers of both excess and deficiency. This idea resonates with Seneca's emphasis on moderation, suggesting that true well-being lies in finding a harmonious balance between desires and self-restraint. Carl Jung, a significant figure in psychology, also explored this concept, highlighting the importance of individuation and the integration of the self. He believed that true contentment is an inner experience, echoing the Stoic belief that inner peace is not achieved through external acquisitions, but through self-awareness and self-acceptance. Even Plato, in his examination of ideal states of existence, recognized the value of temperance and moderation. He argued that both a well-ordered soul and society are characterized by the control of desires, where they are kept in check to ensure harmony and balance. This shared wisdom across disciplines underscores the timeless value of self-control and moderation as keys to a fulfilling and peaceful life, and balanced by reason and wisdom. Socrates, with his unwavering commitment to self-knowledge and ethical living, would likely align with the Stoic perspective. He famously championed the idea that an unexamined life is not worth living, and a key part of this examination involves understanding and managing our desires. This self-awareness and introspection are central to both Socratic and Stoic philosophies. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the impermanence of all things, teaching that accepting life's inherent changeability is essential for maintaining composure and inner peace. His guidance is rooted in the Stoic belief that recognizing the ephemeral nature of all life's events, both positive and negative, enables us to approach them with a balanced and composed mindset. Aurelius eloquently stated, "All things change, nothing perishes," capturing the Stoic understanding of the world as a state of constant flux, a never-ending cycle of transformation where nothing remains static. This perspective is not intended to evoke despair or nihilism, but rather to foster a serene acceptance of life's inevitable changes. By embracing the temporary nature of our experiences, we cultivate resilience and inner tranquility, understanding that both joy and sorrow are transient, and that true wisdom lies in navigating life's ebb and flow with grace and equanimity, can free us from the distress of trying to hold on to what is destined to change or end. This Stoic view resonates with the thoughts of other Western philosophers and psychologists. For example, Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic philosopher, famously stated, "No man ever steps in the same river twice," highlighting the Stoic understanding of constant change as the universe's fundamental nature. Carl Jung also touched on this concept in his exploration of the human psyche, suggesting that our lives are marked by phases of growth and transformation. He believed that embracing change is essential for psychological development, aligning closely with the Stoic view that acceptance of change is key to inner peace. Aristotle's concept of potentiality, the idea that all things have the potential to change and grow, further complements the Stoic perspective. It implies that change is not just inevitable, but also an integral and necessary part of life's processes. Plato's philosophy, particularly his theory of forms, posits that while the material world is always in flux, true reality lies in unchanging forms. However, this acknowledgement of the material world's constant change reinforces the Stoic belief in accepting the impermanence of our experiences. Together, these philosophies encourage us to see change not as something to resist, but as a natural and essential aspect of existence. By accepting the transient nature of life, we can focus on what truly matters, our inner growth, wisdom, and the pursuit of virtue, allowing us to live more freely and contentedly, but also about the inner strength to face emotional and psychological challenges. In Stoicism, courage involves standing firm in our convictions, even when the path is difficult. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all emphasize the importance of courage in maintaining our commitment to virtue, regardless of external circumstances. Justice, another cardinal virtue, is about treating others fairly and acting with integrity. For the Stoics, justice extends beyond legal fairness. It encompasses a broader sense of moral righteousness and responsibility to others. It is the virtue that guides us in our interactions with the world, ensuring that our actions contribute to the common good. Temperance, the fourth cardinal virtue, is the practice of self-control and moderation. It involves the ability to regulate our desires and impulses, keeping them in harmony with reason. Seneca, in particular, stressed the importance of temperance in achieving a balanced and content life. He believed that by mastering our desires, we can avoid the pitfalls of excess and live in accordance with nature. These virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are not merely abstract ideals in Stoicism. They are practical principles meant to guide our daily actions and decisions. By cultivating these virtues, the Stoics believed we could achieve a life of inner peace and ethical integrity, allowing us to navigate the ever-changing world with resilience and purpose, but also as the moral courage to stand up for what is right. Seneca, in his letters, discussed courage not only as the ability to face external challenges, but also as the inner strength needed to confront personal struggles and adversities. This includes the courage to maintain one's principles and moral integrity, even when it is difficult or unpopular. Justice, as understood by the Stoics, is the virtue of treating others fairly and equitably. It involves acting with respect and fairness toward all individuals, regardless of their status or relationship to us. Epictetus often emphasized the importance of justice in every interaction, viewing it as essential for living harmoniously within a community. To the Stoics, justice was not just a legal concept, but a fundamental principle of ethical living. Temperance, or moderation, is the virtue that helps us exercise self-control and avoid excess. It involves regulating our desires and impulses to live in accordance with reason. Seneca, in his philosophical writings, highlighted temperance as vital for maintaining a balanced and harmonious life. He believed that by practicing temperance, we could prevent our desires from leading us into unhealthy extremes and ensure that our actions remain in line with our values. These Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, align closely with broader philosophical and psychological thought. Aristotle, in his Nicomachean Ethics, also emphasized the importance of virtue for achieving eudaimonia, or flourishing. He argued that living virtuously is essential for attaining the highest form of human happiness and fulfillment. Both Stoicism and Aristotelian ethics place a strong focus on cultivating virtues as the foundation for a meaningful and well-lived life, where inner peace and ethical integrity are paramount. He saw virtues as mean states between the extremes of excess and deficiency. Carl Jung's concept of individuation, which involves integrating various aspects of the self, can be linked to the practice of these virtues. Jung believed that achieving a balanced and whole personality requires the development of qualities similar to the Stoic virtues, emphasizing the importance of inner harmony and self-awareness. Disturb us, but rather our interpretation and reaction to them. This idea is central to Stoic philosophy and offers a profound insight into how we can maintain our inner peace, despite Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized that it is not the events themselves that external circumstances. Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This highlights the Stoic belief in the power of personal agency and the critical role of our mental and emotional responses. According to this view, our peace of mind is not determined by external events, but by the choices we make internally in response to these events. This Stoic principle resonates with modern psychological concepts, particularly those related to cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT, which focuses on changing unhelpful thinking patterns to alter emotional responses and behaviors, echoes the Stoic emphasis on the power of our interpretations and the agency we have over our reactions. By understanding that our internal responses are within our control, we can cultivate resilience and equanimity, even in the face of life's challenges. This approach empowers us to navigate difficulties with a calm and composed mindset, reinforcing the Stoic belief that true peace and contentment come from within, not from external circumstances. Particularly in the field of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which emphasizes the role of cognitive responses in determining emotional and behavioral outcomes. Like Stoicism, CBT teaches that by changing our thought patterns, we can significantly alter our emotional responses and behaviors. This idea of choosing one's response also aligns with the teachings of other philosophers. Aristotle, for instance, emphasized the importance of developing a strong ethical character, which includes the ability to respond to situations in a manner that reflects virtue and rationality. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, frequently reflected on the importance of controlling one's reactions. He believed that maintaining a calm and composed demeanor in the face of adversity was essential to living a virtuous life. His meditations are filled with reminders to remain steadfast and not be swayed by external events. For Aurelius, the true test of character was in how one responded to the inevitable challenges of life. Seneca, another Stoic sage, eloquently stated, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This encapsulates the Stoic practice of mindfulness, which emphasizes living fully in the present moment and appreciating what we have now, rather than being consumed by worries about what might happen. This approach to life encourages a focus on the here and now, aligning with the Stoic belief that by controlling our thoughts and reactions, we can find peace and happiness regardless of external circumstances. In this way, Stoicism provides a practical framework for managing our internal world, helping us to live more balanced, resilient, and content lives. Whether through the development of virtues, the regulation of our thoughts, or the mindful enjoyment of the present, Stoic principles continue to offer timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of human existence, which involves a conscious focus on the present moment, free from distractions and worries about past or future events. Mindfulness is about immersing oneself fully in the experiences of the present, whether they are mundane or extraordinary, and finding joy and serenity in them. This concept aligns closely with the teachings of other Western philosophers and psychological principles. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, often emphasized the importance of living in the present and not being overwhelmed by concerns about the future or regrets about the past. He believed that maintaining a focus on the present moment leads to a more fulfilling and peaceful life. His reflections and meditations repeatedly encourage the reader to concentrate on the now, understanding that true contentment is found in embracing each moment as it comes. The practice of mindfulness also resonates with modern psychological concepts, particularly those found in mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, and other mindfulness-based therapies. These approaches emphasize the mental health benefits of being fully present and engaged with our current experiences. By focusing on the present, individuals can reduce stress, enhance overall well-being, and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, or flourishing, also ties into this idea. He suggested that living a virtuous life, which includes being fully engaged in the present moment, leads to true happiness and fulfillment. Both Stoicism and Aristotelian ethics advocate for a life where one's attention is grounded in the present, enabling us to live more purposefully and with greater clarity. In this way, the Stoic practice of mindfulness is not only a tool for managing stress, but also a pathway to living a richer, more intentional life. It encourages us to derive meaning and contentment from the present, aligning with broader philosophical and psychological perspectives on the importance of living in the moment, abundance, and appreciation for what we already have. Seneca's teachings encourage us to recognize and value the small, everyday things, and to understand the intrinsic worth of all experiences, whether they are perceived as good or bad. He articulated this philosophy succinctly when he said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient." This Stoic approach to gratitude aligns with the practice of mindfulness, which involves being fully present and finding contentment in our current circumstances. In this context, Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, or human flourishing, can be closely connected to mindfulness. Eudaimonia involves living a life that is fully engaged and virtuous, which inherently includes being present and mindful in our actions and thoughts. A life of eudaimonia is one where each moment is embraced with intentionality, where actions are guided by virtue, and where there is a deep sense of fulfillment derived from living in alignment with one's values. Similarly, Plato's emphasis on the pursuit of knowledge and understanding can also be viewed as a form of mindfulness. For Plato, gaining insight into the nature of reality and our place within it requires a present and engaged mind, one that is focused on the pursuit of truth and wisdom. This form of intellectual mindfulness encourages a deep awareness of the world around us and our role in it, fostering a thoughtful and reflective approach to life. Together, these philosophical perspectives highlight the importance of mindfulness not just as a practice of mental focus, but as a way of living that leads to deeper contentment, greater wisdom, and true human flourishing. By cultivating mindfulness, we can shift our mindset from one of constant striving and dissatisfaction to one of gratitude, contentment, and fulfillment in the present moment. Also touches on the importance of gratitude as part of achieving a balanced and integrated self. Jung believed that individuation, the process of integrating different aspects of the self, involves recognizing and appreciating all facets of one's experiences, both positive and negative. This appreciation is akin to the Stoic practice of gratitude, where one learns to find value and meaning in every circumstance, even in adversity. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, which advocates for a balanced life, includes the idea of recognizing and appreciating what one already possesses. His emphasis on balance and moderation aligns well with the Stoic practice of gratitude, where contentment is derived not from external excess, but from an appreciation of what is already present in one's life. In modern psychological practices, particularly within the field of positive psychology, the notion of gratitude is recognized as a key element of well-being and happiness. Research in this area supports the idea that practicing gratitude can lead to increased happiness, reduced depression, and improved relationships. This modern understanding mirrors Seneca's teachings, which suggest that regularly acknowledging and being thankful for what we have can foster a deeper sense of contentment and emotional resilience. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the importance of gratitude in his meditations. He believed that being thankful for all aspects of life, including its challenges and obstacles, is essential for developing resilience and maintaining inner peace. His writings encourage us to see every experience as an opportunity for growth and to approach life with a mindset of appreciation. The Stoic approach to gratitude, reinforced by both ancient philosophy and modern psychology, emphasizes that true well-being comes from within. By cultivating a habit of gratitude, we can shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment, resilience, and peace in our lives, which involves integrating various aspects of oneself, includes the development of gratitude as an acknowledgement and acceptance of all parts of one's life. Jung's approach, much like Stoicism, suggests that personal growth and fulfillment come from embracing all experiences, including those that are challenging. This holistic acceptance fosters a deeper understanding of oneself and promotes a balanced, resilient personality. Epictetus, a central figure in Stoic philosophy, viewed life's difficulties not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for personal growth and strengthening. This Stoic perspective on resilience is about facing challenges directly, enduring them, and emerging from these experiences with increased strength and wisdom. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This statement encapsulates the essence of Stoic resilience. It is less concerned with the external events we encounter and more focused on our internal responses to them. Resilience, in this context, is the capacity to maintain our composure, learn from our experiences, and adapt in order to move forward. The Stoic view of resilience emphasizes that our power lies in our ability to choose how we respond to life's challenges. This philosophy teaches that by cultivating inner strength, we can face adversity with grace and emerge from it with greater wisdom and fortitude. This Stoic approach to resilience finds echoes in the teachings of other philosophers as well. For instance, Aristotle's emphasis on the development of a strong ethical character includes the ability to withstand hardships and to act virtuously even in difficult circumstances. Similarly, Carl Jung's concept of individuation, which involves integrating all aspects of the self, also suggests that personal growth arises from accepting and learning from every part of our life experience, particularly the challenging ones. In modern psychology, particularly in fields like positive psychology, resilience is recognized as a crucial component of mental health and well-being. The ability to adapt to stress and adversity, much like the Stoic practice of resilience, is seen as key to leading a fulfilling life. By focusing on our responses rather than the uncontrollable aspects of life, we can build a more resilient, composed, and empowered self, capable of navigating the complexities of life with strength and wisdom, and modern psychology. Aristotle, for instance, believed in the concept of eudaimonia, which translates to a state of flourishing. He suggested that true happiness and fulfillment come from overcoming challenges and living according to virtue, which aligns closely with the Stoic practice of resilience. For Aristotle, flourishing involves not just surviving adversity, but thriving through it, by adhering to a virtuous and balanced way of life. Carl Jung's theories in psychology also resonate with this idea. He emphasized the process of individuation, where an individual becomes aware of and integrates different aspects of the self, often through confronting and overcoming personal challenges. This process is inherently resilient, as it involves adapting and growing from life's trials, leading to a more integrated and whole personality. Jung's approach mirrors the Stoic belief in the transformative power of adversity, where challenges serve as catalysts for personal growth and self-discovery. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, frequently wrote about the importance of facing life's adversities with a calm and steady mind. He viewed each challenge as a test of character and an opportunity to practice virtue, much like Epictetus. In his meditations, Aurelius often reflected on how obstacles could be turned into opportunities for strengthening one's moral and mental faculties, reinforcing the Stoic ideal of resilience. Even Socrates, with his unyielding pursuit of truth and wisdom, embodied a form of resilience. He faced opposition, criticism, and eventually his own death, with a steadfast commitment to his principles. Socrates' resilience was rooted in his dedication to living a life guided by reason and virtue, regardless of external pressures or consequences. These perspectives, from ancient philosophy to modern psychology, emphasize that resilience is not just about enduring hardship, but about actively engaging with challenges in a way that promotes personal growth and fulfillment. By facing adversity with courage, wisdom, and a commitment to virtue, individuals can not only withstand life's trials, but also emerge stronger and more self-aware, leading to a deeper sense of happiness and purpose, showcasing the strength that comes from a resilient and virtuous life. Stoicism is not a static philosophy. It is a dynamic journey of self-improvement, learning, and adaptation. This principle underscores the importance of lifelong learning and the constant striving for self-betterment. Stoicism embraces the idea that every day presents a new opportunity for learning and personal development. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, repeatedly emphasized the importance of ongoing growth and self-reflection. He believed in the power of learning from every experience, stating, "Life is short. Do not forget about the most important things in our life, learning and teaching goodness." This mirrors the Stoic commitment to wisdom and virtue, viewing each day as a fresh chance to learn and grow. For Aurelius, the pursuit of wisdom was an active, daily practice, integral to living a meaningful life. Seneca, another influential Stoic philosopher, also advocated for continuous self-improvement. He famously wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." For Seneca, the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom was a lifelong endeavor, essential for a fulfilled life. He saw each day as an opportunity to refine one's character and deepen one's understanding of the world and oneself. Epictetus, with his focus on practical philosophy, emphasized the importance of applying Stoic principles in everyday life. He taught that philosophy is not just theoretical, but should be lived and practiced daily. Epictetus encouraged his followers to constantly examine their actions, thoughts, and beliefs, and to align them with Stoic virtues. He believed that through this continual process of reflection and adaptation, one could cultivate a life of wisdom, resilience, and virtue. Together, these Stoic thinkers illustrate that the journey towards self-improvement is ongoing, rooted in the commitment to learning and the pursuit of virtue. Stoicism teaches that personal growth is not a destination, but a continuous process, where each day offers new opportunities to learn, grow, and become a better version of oneself. This philosophy encourages us to embrace life's challenges as lessons and to approach each moment with the mindset of a student, always open to learning and self-improvement. Encouraged his followers to constantly challenge themselves and expand their understanding of the world. He believed that personal growth was key to freedom and happiness, a sentiment that resonates strongly in modern self-help and educational philosophies. This Stoic principle of continuous learning and growth aligns with the thoughts of many Western philosophers and psychologists. Aristotle, for instance, emphasized the importance of lifelong learning in achieving eudaimonia, or human flourishing. He viewed education and personal development as critical components of a well-lived life. For Aristotle, the pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement was essential for realizing one's full potential and living virtuously. Carl Jung's theory of individuation, the process of becoming aware of oneself, is also closely aligned with this Stoic principle. Jung believed that personal growth is a lifelong journey involving continuous learning, adaptation, and the integration of different aspects of the self. This process mirrors the Stoic commitment to self-reflection and personal development, where understanding oneself leads to a deeper sense of purpose and inner freedom. Even Socrates, with his famous assertion that an unexamined life is not worth living, captures the essence of this lesson. His philosophy encourages a constant quest for knowledge and self-awareness, reflecting the Stoic emphasis on personal growth. Socrates' method of questioning and seeking deeper understanding aligns with the Stoic practice of examining one's beliefs and actions to ensure they align with reason and virtue. Together, these perspectives underscore the importance of continuous learning and personal growth as foundational elements of a meaningful and fulfilling life. Whether through the pursuit of knowledge, the development of self-awareness, or the constant striving for virtue, the Stoic principle of lifelong learning encourages us to embrace each day as an opportunity for growth. This philosophy teaches that true freedom and happiness are found not in external circumstances, but in the ongoing journey of self-improvement and the cultivation of wisdom. As we conclude this journey through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, remember that the path to inner peace and personal growth is an ongoing adventure, one that challenges us to rise above our limitations and embrace our full potential. Each day is a new canvas, waiting for you to paint it with the vibrant colors of wisdom, courage, and resilience. So let's keep learning, growing, and thriving together. If you found value in our exploration of these Stoic lessons, I invite you to continue this journey of discovery. Check out our playlist on the screen for more insights and inspiration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that enlightens and empowers. Until next time, stay curious, stay motivated, and keep forging your path to a life of virtue and fulfillment.